Hey guys, it's Viva. Today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up, and unfortunately I haven't read that many books in September. It hasn't been a very good month for me since I've gone back to college and I've just had a lot of work and I've had to apply to uni because I'm doing an early entry and it's all been quite stressful. So in total I only managed to read 4 books in September, which I'm quite ashamed of. But I'm 2 away from my reading goal of the year, which was 50 books. I read 48, which is yay. But yeah, so I'll just give a quick overview of the books that I did read this month. So the first book that I read was I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Law. While I was reading this book, I was in a reading slump. Definitely, because it took me an awfully long time to read it. That might be because it was a little slow at times, but it was still quite enjoyable, so yeah, definitely I had a reading slump, which is very annoying. So I Am Number 4 follows the story of John Smith. I'm going to have to do that to his name because I don't actually know what his name is, like his real name. So he is one of 9 people, if you can call them people, aliens. Yes, aliens, that's the term. He is one of 9 aliens from the planet Lorien. The pronunciations in this book are so difficult, so I don't know whether I'm getting them right. But yeah, so he's one of 9 aliens come to Earth from Lorien because the Mogadorians, which are these evil creatures from another planet, attacked Lorien because they wanted to take over. I suppose that's the only reason, really. So the Mogadorians are also on Earth looking for the 9 Lorien gifted children aliens, and the only way that they can kill them is in order. So John Smith is number 4, and he can sense when the person before him has died, so when number 3 has died, because he gets a burn on his ankle, so that indicates that he is going to be the next one to be killed. And so him and his guardian Henry move from Florida, I think it is, if I remember correctly, and they end up in this small town where Henry meets this girl called Sarah, and he makes an actual friend called Sam, and he really does not want to move from his place, which is called Paradise. He starts to like Sarah, but her ex-boyfriend Mark is quite jealous and he tries to beat him up on Halloween. Now, something that I failed to mention a little earlier was that these aliens from this planet have superpowers. Now, like, they have inhuman strength, they are extremely fast, have excellent night vision and stuff like that, but they also start developing these things called legacies, which are special powers unique to only them. So John's first legacy is, well, he starts shooting light out of the palm of his hand, which reminded me of Sam from the Gone series, but it's nothing like that. It's just light, and it basically just means that he's immune to fire, which then reminded me of Leo from the Heroes of Olympus, so a lot of links going on. But yeah, that's his first legacy. He doesn't know what his second legacy is until the end battle, I suppose. So there is this dog that always follows John around, and he names him Bernie Kosar, I think that's how you say it, after some kind of football player. I think he's a football player. When Mark and his friends start attacking John during Halloween, because he's obviously, like I said, jealous of him being with Sarah, he uses his superhuman strength and he has to let Sarah and Sam into his secret, and eventually Mark finds out as well because he's involved in the final battle, in which the Mogadorians do find John and Henry, which is quite stressful, and then they have this massive showdown. And I'm not going to say any more because I will spoil things, because once I start talking I will continue talking and not stop, so I'm going to stop it now. It was a little bit slow. Now, I'm not sure if that was just because I was in a reading slump and just didn't want to read while I was doing homework and applying for university and things like that, but it was a little slow, I felt at times, but still very enjoyable, so for that reason I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. The next 3 books that I read were mentioned in my summer book haul. I was very excited to read these, if you have seen my video. There's the Lunar Chronicles! I finally read them, and I honestly don't know why I've waited so long because they were absolutely amazing. I was talking to my sister about it and just telling her that these are definitely up there in my top 5 favourite series, and I cannot tell you how excited I am for Winter, which is the final instalment in this series to come out in November. That is too far away. I won't talk too much about these books because I'm going to be doing a review video on them very soon, hopefully very soon anyway, but yeah, this is quite a short video I think, and my apologies for not reading much and not having much to share, but stay tuned for my review of the Lunar Chronicles, well, the Lunar Chronicles books so far, and yeah, that'll be it for today I think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hasta la vista, bookworms!